one of the things that came up in the discussions about MOOCs, certainly in the heyday of excitement about their early inception, was that they could reach hundreds of thousands of people. If they reach people in the seminar type of arrangement with 15 or 20 people, it may be possible to generate some of the kind of discourse that you're talking about. But that's not where the imagery of the MOOCs really come from.
So remember, I just have to respond to that. It turns out that MOOCs are, and online learning in this form, are 2 years old. We're comparing it to a 1,000-year-old system which has failed. The economic model doesn't
which has
exist.
failed, the MOOC or the 1,000-year-old system?
The 1,000-year-old university system has
Whoa,
failed.
it had a long run at 1,000 years. I wouldn't call that failure.
They still don't have an economic model. But the point is that in terms of small seminar, the simple mechanism we introduced on the edX platform is called a cohort. You can create Google Instant Hangouts, and small groups of 5 and 10 people interact with each other. And it's much more connecting than a professor picking one student out of a class while 300 other students are sitting there twiddling their thumbs.
But I don't necessarily want my students to be in charge of each other. I love them. I love them to death. But
would you mind naming them again?
Their peer review, you know, they're freshmen. I got rid of peer review in my class because it was like the inmates running the prison. It made the papers worse. It made they're bright, they're inquisitive, they're great, but they don't quite know enough yet to help each other learn in the way that I can help them learn.
That's a really interesting point, and I think maybe goes to the whole notion of authority versus the inmates running the asylum, as they say. Ben Nelson, what about that? Is that part of what this conflict is about?
Well, I think that's a wonderful intelligence squared debate for another time. But we shouldn't conflate the enabling technology with the educational philosophy. The question is, what can the educational technology provide?
No. I think we should conflate those things.
Well,
I mean, I think it's relevant because she's actually giving a reason why she needs to be there in the classroom, kind of running things.
If she can be there in the 15-person breakout. So there's nothing preventing the edX platform from having the professor jump from breakout to breakout. That's just a philosophical point of view. Right?
So your argument, really, the side that's arguing for fewer clicks, more clicks, fewer bricks. You're talking about you have a faith that ultimately the technology can address all or nearly all of the criticisms that are coming from the other side. You have a lot of faith that it's flexible, adaptable, and that it's only learning.
Absolutely.
All right, I want to take that to the other side. So that's philosophically what your opponents are saying, is that you ain't seen nothing yet, and it's going to be amazing. And I want to sort of get a response from your side about that.
We didn't see anything yet at the dot-com bubble either, and that kind of exploded, but the technology was worse at the time.